Hello and welcome to another edition of 108 Insights for the New Normal. My name is Amit and today I wish to share with you certain key trends impacting sales and how the current scenario offers us a great opportunity to transform our relationship with our customers to a more strategic level. As sales leaders, all of us realize today we are faced with multiple challenges. Challenges of achieving our sales target, at the same time, the problem of not being able to meet our customers in a more meaningful manner gives us the challenge of remaining relevant to our customers. Thirdly, there is a concern around how the things are going to be changing and the world will never be the same again. So how can we transform my sales workforce as well as my internal organizational sales process to be ready for this new normal? So these are a variety of challenges that are facing all of us as sales leaders. In order for us to be able to respond to those challenges, what is required of us is to acknowledge the current reality. Current reality in terms of the fact that face-to-face interactions are going to be less and less likely, even if things were to improve, simply because the customer's preferences have changed. Secondly, our sales team needs to be comfortable in terms of use of technology, doing virtual interaction. Not just that, they also need to be able to translate their traditional skills of engaging with customers, developing relationship with customers into a virtual world where they should be able to qualify and move the deal forward. And lastly comes the external challenge of our customers not being in the clear mindset to be able to really take a quick decision. So all of these are existing reality that we need to start by first acknowledging them and then accordingly coming up with a response to handle the same. And in this regard, as I said, our initial step should be to look at our entire sales process and see how we can leverage technology to boost our sales and introduce resilience in our sales model. So look at your process and see wherever challenges have been experienced in the last 3 to 4 months. Try and make your sales process more simple. Use this opportunity to evolve your process for a hybrid model where salespeople can work remotely as well as while being in office. Thirdly, we need to also look at ensuring that our CRM data is up to date and clean so that even people who are working on their own and not being able to network on a regular basis are being able to use that data and take meaningful decisions. And through that, embed some level of agility into your entire sales model and see that any and every kind of scenario is being possible to manage through the leveraging of your CRM software, your remote working scenarios, and the simplicity of your process. Thirdly, we need to be also conscious about the fears that our sales team is undergoing, right from the fear about their health and their families' health and well-being to their economic well-being, as well as the challenges offered by the changes in the world around us and in our sales process and ways of working. So while acknowledging and understanding their fears, we should also help them see that because of the changing scenario, they perhaps have more time because they are required to travel less, the opportunities of meeting customers are less. Accordingly, use this opportunity to redevelop their sales toolkits, their sales methodologies, their sales presentations for virtual interactions and so on and so forth, and see how they can develop unique perspectives which are in line with the current scenario in your customer's industry. So understand your sales team's concerns and fears, help them see how they can be using their time more meaningfully to develop more strategic perspective for your customers. And in this regard, let me share an important insight that came from a survey that was done by CSO Insights from all the sales leaders around the world. And they found out that typically buyers do not go to sellers for solving their business problems. They go to consultants and subject matter experts and so on, but they rarely go to a salespeople. But there are also significant opportunities that same set of buyers who typically don't go to salespeople do look for salespeople when the situation in which they are making the decision is very risky, it is new in a certain sense, and it is having a certain level of complexity. And if you look at the current scenario, it meets all of these criteria. Accordingly, we believe this is the right time when your buyers should be open to you being able to offer unique perspective. But for that, we need to spend our time as sellers in terms of understanding our customers' business, understanding their industry, and developing a unique point of view on their problems and opportunity, and seeing where our problems offerings really fit into that. And then we identify the roles that are impacted in those organizations and accordingly target them as a way to develop our sales. And lastly, as I said, even after doing all of this, there is also a challenge of your customer's mindset not being there in terms of enabling them to take a proper decision or close a deal. In this regard, we need to be able to coach our salespeople to start with a sense of empathy for your customers and their mindset and their fears. See how through development of those perspectives that we talked about, they can create valid business reason for frequent communication with your customers, and through those frequent communication, try and build bridges with your customer's mindset to a more rational viewpoint where you are able to point across the current existing challenges and opportunities and how your solutions really fit into that scenario. And through that, we'll be able to align to our customers' values and mindset and help them see value in taking a decision around your deals and offerings. So in a nutshell, if I were to conclude the key messages from this small video is that we need to try and look at how can we transform our sales process for the emerging future by leveraging technology. We need to be, as sales leaders, acknowledging the fears of our sales team and enable them to be more meaningful in their interactions with their customers in whatever way possible. See how they can leverage insights and perspectives on your customers' industry to qualify and move the deal. And lastly, to help them help your customers take decisions, we need to start with empathy and align with their mindset and values. So those were some of the key messages that I wanted to share in this short video. My name is Amit, and thank you for your time and attention. Should you wish to speak to me on any of the challenges that I shared or any of the insights that I've shared here, or anything else that is specifically bothering you, please do reach me. My contact details are mentioned here. And with that, thank you for your time.